Natural Bridging Kings Highway is where I'm going. Wake up, man, and start blowing. Gotta get the juices flowing. I'ma tell you one more time for you cats that just ain't knowing. Yeah, you can find me in St. Louis. I got dawning and now I'm yawning. Natural Bridging Kings Highway is where I'm going. Wake up, man, and start blowing. Gotta get the juices flowing. I'ma tell you one more time for you cats that just ain't knowing. Yeah, you can find me in St. Louis.
Shooting in the three-point competition, as will Daniel Ewing from Duke. John Lucas, who was in the Final Four last year from Oklahoma State. There's one of the great dunkers in all of college basketball, Jason Maxiell. Packed house, we're along for the ride. Welcome, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler with Steve Lavin. I know you'd like to be coaching these guys and girls, but tonight it's about individual talent. We spent the last 2 days with them, Lav. Let's get your favorites, three-pointers and the dunkers.
Well, you're right, Brad. A lot of firepower. This crowd in a frenzy. We may need new eardrums. I may be on the injured reserve after tonight. TJ Sorensen, my pick. When we look at the crystal ball here, a lot of firepower, but fresh off Vermont's big upset over Syracuse. He has the eagle eye from long distance. No question about it, with a feathery touch. On the women's side, I like Lori Kane. Not only can she handle the ball, but she is the all-time leader in NCAA women's history with 392 threes for Kansas State. She can drain it. And now we look at the slam dunkers. I like Jason Maxiell. He may not be fancy, but he throws it down with velocity like a Nolan Ryan, Dwight Gooden fastball. You talk about velocity on his dunks. That's his bread and butter.
We know all of you that are watching will have your favorites by the early rounds. We know one thing. Packed house, as Steve said, and it's loud in here. And one whole section, I think, is the Diener family. With more on that, third member of our team, Mark Jones. Jonesy.
We have the entire population of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, practically in the house with Travis and Drake Diener. Got uncles, cousins, sisters, girlfriends all here. Travis, going up against your cousin here, how special is that tonight in the shooting contest?
Oh, it'll be a lot of fun. It's different than playing a game against him, but he's one of the best shooters in the nation, and he's one of the favorites here, so it's going to be fun to participate with all these great shooters and hopefully just put on a good show.
Don't go soft on me now, man. Don't butter him up. It's just been a couple of days since you got the stitches out of your non-shooting hand. How's that going to affect you tonight?
If I lose, then I lost because I didn't shoot well. There's no excuse. If I don't shoot well, it's because I didn't shoot well today. I have no excuses.
Right. Hey, Drake, last time I did your guys' game, he was talking a lot of junk about how he's 5-1 against. What would it mean to be able to quiet him down just a little bit tonight?
This is a whole different ball game here. They went through a whole lot for that 6-2 record he's got against me, but it's a little bragging rights, a little bit, and I've been telling people that I think he is a favorite today because there's a lot of pressure on a lot of guys, but I don't think he's got any because if he doesn't shoot well, he just points at his fingers. And but I think we got 8 real solid shooters out here, and it's just a matter of who gets hot.
Brad, built-in excuse, Drake says. Back to you.
Yeah, they've been talking smack to each other since they were old enough to dribble. Here's our Midas men's three-point shooting championship field. Daniel Ewing of Duke, Teron Downey of Wake Forest, John Lucas, Oklahoma State, Ronald Ross had a great run at Texas Tech this year, TJ Sorensen, and there's a guy that Steve picked to win it, Trey Simmons of the Huskies, Travis Diener Marquette, and Drake Diener of DePaul. And the rules. Here's how they look. We have 8 competitors. You just saw them. 60 seconds around, 5 stations with 5 balls per rack, 1 point per made basket. Remember, the multicolored balls, the money ball, that's worth 2. And you can only shoot that when it's the last ball in the rack. Last year, somebody tried to pick that up in the middle. And that's not what we're going to let happen tonight. Daniel Ewing at Duke, one of the great performers for Mike Krzyzewski over the years. And Teron Downey, who started off as the point guard before Chris Paul came in, then became part of that 3-guard rotation that Skip Prosser had with Justin Gray, Chris Paul, and Teron Downey. Here we go, round 1. Ewing on the left, Downey on the right. Ewing off to a good start. Downey, the left-hander, the money ball. Neither gets the first money ball as they move to the wing.
Footwork and mechanics, very important, Brad, in terms of your release, in terms of picking up the ball, getting it into your shooting pocket, following through, good pronation in the wrist.
Ewing got the money ball on the second rack as they move to the top of the key. Downey's got it working now.
It's appropriate. We're in St. Louis. You want good arc on the ball. The St. Louis arc, you want to get good lift.
Ewing's going to have to worry about the time factor here. He's taking too much time. Downey's already over on the baseline. I don't know if Daniel's even going to get to the last rack of balls. Downey's got it working with the left hand. And the money ball goes for Teron Downey. Great start for Downey, and Ewing is going to run out of time. Daniel had about 3 balls left. He's still shooting them, but they don't count. You got to remember, it's almost like down and distance. You got to remember where you're shooting from and how much time you've got left.
Well, I'll tell you what, right out of the shoot as well, they're at a disadvantage because they don't get to sit on the sidelines and watch some of their other opponents go through the routine.
So Downey with a big 16. Daniel Ewing just smiling now as he goes over to the next group of shooters. And John Lucas of Oklahoma State, 279 career threes. And here's a guy that had a great year, former walk-on at Texas Tech, and became Bob Knight's captain, Ronald Ross. So it's Lucas to your left, Ross on the right, and here we go in round 1. Remember, they're shooting for the best score and against the clock, not against each other, at least not at this point. Lucas money ball, doesn't get it. Ross does.
Ronald Ross is used to coming off the screens and Bobby Knight's motion offense. This is probably a little unusual to be shooting stand still and not moving and cutting without the ball.
Lucas with a money ball from the wing, got it.
Cool hand Luke, the son of John Lucas.
And he's got it going from the top of the key as well. 3 straight for Lucas. Make it 4. Can he make it a straight 5? In and out.
John Lucas Jr. talked about his dad, working with him as a young kid. Release, feathery touch, fingertip release.
He's got 12 already. Remember, Downey had 16 in round 1. Lucas works to the baseline. Ross still out on the wing on the left side.
Ross got to get better rotation off those middle 3 fingers.
And Lucas got the last 1-point ball, but not the money ball. But has a good round. Ross struggled a little bit. John Lucas looked good. Crowd loving it. John walks off with 13. And Ross struggled a little bit, and Ron will end up with 8.
Tell you what, it's not natural to be reaching down and picking balls off a rack, and I think that's one of the big challenges in these early rounds the players face. Getting into a routine or a rhythm where you feel comfortable.
Here's your favorite partner. 354 career threes is not too bad.
He had some big threes coming down the stretch in that upset of Syracuse. Still on fire.
Trey's got the right name for the competition. We'll say that much. Trey Simmons on the right. T.J. Sorrentine on the left. And Sorrentine off to a good start. Hit the first couple. 3 of 4. Got the money ball. They move to the wing. Well, Sorrentine doing great money ball time.
He's got great release. Great tight pocket, a tight shooting stroke, very efficient, very little margin for error in that stroke.
3 in a row, 4 in a row.
He's got both the soft caroms and the money ball.
Emptied the rack right there. 14 as he continues on the wing now. Simmons hanging in there with 10. Simmons already on the baseline. Sorrentine missed the money ball there, but he's got the best score so far in round 1. Simmons looking pretty good. Let's see if he can hit the money ball. Nope. Sorrentine, 1 more to go. 21. Wow, not bad.
Such a compact shot.
Look at that. 2 perfect racks, 1 and 3, 21. And Simmons didn't do too bad either. Trey ended up with 12. Well, I like your pick so far, partner.
Clairvoyant powers at work tonight. I'll tell you what, it's not difficult with him, though. The elbow under the ball, got great legs, great feet. That's where the shot starts from. And then he gets the pronation and the follow through up top. Good concentration, really locks in on his target.
Moved over to the wing and continued to vary him as he hit 5 straight at the top of the key. 3 more there, 4 more. The money ball didn't go, or it had a perfect 10 between those 2 racks. So 21, the best score so far. And now we go to the guys that Jonesy talked to start things off. There's part of the Diener family.
Yeah, Brad, I'm with Dick and Bob. Dick, Drake's dad, and Bob, Travis's father. What does it mean to see the 2 of your sons go up head-to-head like this?
Well, it's really exciting. This is fun, and it's a great culmination of 2 great careers. And of course, I've seen it having coached both of them and seen them compete against each other thousands of times in shooting drills and contests. So it's ironic that here they are, you know, in the first round going against each other.
Travis's season was cut short, unfortunately, by an injury. What would a victory mean here to him and to you?
Everything we do and Travis does, he competes to win, so it would mean a lot to win. It's just nice to see Travis in uniform again competing. It's just been a long month with him out of action.
Hey, Brad, I might put my money on Rachel and Brittany here, a couple good players, too.
Boy, are they ever. Travis's sisters, one plays right here in St. Louis at St. Louis University, and Brittany at Lewis University in Illinois. There's Travis. And his dad, Bob, was the last to speak to Jonesy there. Dick, his uncle, was the taller of the 2 gentlemen, and the guy that coached not only this guy, his son, but really that whole crew taught him how to shoot. So Dick was the coach of the family all the way along. And then there's Grandma June, who pretty much took care of the whole group. She's not with us tonight.
Yeah, great bloodlines. Grandma may have had the quickest first step.
Well, both of them struggling a little bit on the opening rack of balls. Maybe too many interviews with Jonesy. I don't know.
Coming up short. You got to make the adjustment, come back with more legs, more knee bend, get some WD-40 in the joints.
They're going to need 12 or better just to stay in the competition as they go to the top of the key. They're searching right now, both of them. Now Drake starting to warm up a little bit. Travis likewise. So the pressure shots that they've taken through their 4-year careers are going to have to come to the forefront right here in the last 2 racks of balls. Drake now in double figures with 10. Travis is going to have a heck of a baseline right here. Well, there's 12 for Drake. Travis hits the first. He's going to need at least 2 more or the money ball. Drake's in the hunt. He's going to need the money ball. Travis got it. That's what I said, pressure shooting. And when they had to have them, not that they're necessarily keeping track in their minds. They don't know what we know probably. They just know that time is of the essence, and hitting a couple's of the essence, and they both did.
Well, Travis Diener so impressive too. Just got the cast off within the last week, so that's impressive. He's able to come right out of the cast and knock down shots.
Travis with 14, Drake with 15. We said 12 was the number they had to stay with. You talk about needing a money ball. Travis on the fadeaway knocks it down on the right baseline. And Dad says, yeah, that's what Uncle Dick taught him.
No reaction from the coach on the left.
Great first round of the 3-point shooters. We're just getting started. And here's the guys that have advanced across the top. Sorrentine, who was Steve's pick as the favorite, Teron Downey of Wake Forest, and the Dieners, Drake and Travis of DePaul and Marquette, respectively. So those are the 4 that move on. We're just getting started. Still to come, we'll have some of the best women's 3-point shooters in the country, as well as an interview with a man who was named by Slam Magazine as one of the best dunkers of all time.
Never even touched me. Maybe a little bit. know you do more brakes and mufflers than anyone, but do you really do shocks and struts too?
Yes.
Factory scheduled maintenance?
Yes.
Oil changes?
Yes.
Tire rotation?
Yes.
Belts and hoses?
Yes.
Headlights?
Yes.
Batteries?
Yes.
Back rubs?
Yes.
The Midas Touch Maintenance Package for just $29.95. We'll change your oil, rotate your tires, and do a courtesy check, including brakes, battery, filters, and more. For mechanics known for their work and their word,
trust the Midas Touch.
ESPN's coverage of the Mountain Dew College Basketball Slam Dunk and Three-Point Shooting Championship is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Drink up, throw down. And in part by State Farm. Great service, great rates. That's why 40 million drivers trust State Farm. And Midas, for mechanics known for their work and their word. Trust the Midas Touch.
Yet to come, we've got the Dunkers waiting. The crowd is ready for them as well. The smallest guy in our competition on the left, Daniel McCaffney, 5'8". And on the right, one of the favorites, Jason Maxiel. He's Steve Lavin's choice. Cincinnati's forward, about a foot taller. And one of the favorites, a guy we expect some big things from, is with Mark Jones. Jonesy?
Yeah, Jamil Pugh of Sacramento State. Word on the street has it that you're one of the top dogs in this. How important to you to live up to some of the street cred you already have coming in here?
Oh, I don't want to come in and disappoint anybody. I got a lot of fans here, family and all that. So, I want to come out and show and give people a good show.
Here you've been working on something special. Can you give me a little hint, just a touch, without giving it away?
I'm going to put my hand in the cookie jar.
Elbow on the rim?
Hand in the cookie jar.
Okay, as long as he doesn't get caught, Brad Nessler.
All right, Jonesy, tell him to take that pee off his chest. He hit himself in the eye with that thing at practice last night. Here's our Midas Men's Three-Point Shooting Championship semifinalists. TJ Sorrentine had the best mark in round one with 21. Teron Downey had 16. The Deaners with 14 and 15, respectively, representing DePaul and Marquette. And here's the one from Marquette, Travis, who had to warm up late in round one. The last rack of balls was vital to him. He hit the money ball to put him here in the semis. Three-time all-conference performer for the Golden Eagles of Marquette and Tom Crean. Starting off on the baseline. Only hit one of the first four, and the money comes off too. Again, he's starting slow.
Got to get more legs in his shot again.
Again, as we talked about, had pins in his left non-shooting hand. Just got the cast off a couple of weeks ago. So he's just getting the touch back, and he got it back from the wing.
Got the quick trigger, quick release. Like an old gunslinger in the West.
Top of the circle, starting to warm up there as well. Three straight, money time. Not quite, a little strong. 120 career games he played. Three-time all-conference performer.
His misses are coming up short. That starts with the feet and the legs.
Not a good rack of balls from the wing. Now it's left baseline. Travis Diener again is going to have to come on late. One of the first two. Money ball is going to need it. And he got it. I don't know if that's good enough. Dad's thinking too.
Tell he's a little bit winded. Fatigue became a factor. He's been out for over a month now. Tough to come right off the injury and into the three-point shootout, but he's done well considering that.
Well, now it's Cousin Drake's turn. Also, an all-conference performer in Conference USA. Over 200 career threes, and in his career, he hit 41% of them. Those are the kind of guys you don't mind taking them. Green light time for this guy, for DePaul. And he starts kind of like his cousin. Money ball, baseline, got it. Barely moved the net on the last shot.
He's getting a good wide base with his feet.
Of course, he's the much bigger of the two Deaners, and again, they're cousins, not brothers. Money ball, got it. Had a good wing rack there for Drake, the 6'5" senior out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. As Jonesy said earlier, you're going to rob a bank in Fond du Lac, tonight's the night, because most of them are here.
You see, Brad, so much of shooting is rhythm. That's why you'll see players go into streaks where they feel like they can't miss a shot, but it works the other way too. You miss one, all of a sudden you miss 2, 3, 4 in a row. You got to realign your shot.
And he didn't there. He did miss a bunch in a row. And now he's going to need a good baseline work here. And he's way long with that one. Struggling in the last two racks of balls. Got that money ball. He takes his time and got it. And Dick looking on. And so's his cousin, who's still a little winded.
You get the sense everyone in the Diener family's got some competitive blood.
Just a little bit.
Them, huh? A little salty swordfish face there.
16 for Drake, so he does better than Cousin Travis. There's Dave Lato, his coach. DePaul.
Dave Lato, rumored for Virginia. Could be the next coach of Virginia we're looking at there.
Speaking of the ACC, here's Teron Downey from Wake Forest. Teron had 16 in round 1. And there's his standing, second place behind Sorrentine after the first round. In the NCAAs, in the loss to West Virginia, Teron had 6 off the Wake bench. The left-hander on the baseline starts pretty well. 3 of 4, money time, quite. Downey, such an unselfish player. When Chris Paul came in at Wake Forest, knew that his minutes would be cut, but he became the instant spark off the bench, and he became the 3rd guard when Skip Prosser wanted to go with a 3-guard offense. Not 3 bad ones to go with, Downey, Gray, and Paul.
Wants your job too, Brad. Has an interest in broadcasting down the road. Could be breathing down your back.
He got the money ball. Now it's wing time from the left wing. This should be a good spot for him. 2 of the first 3. Money ball didn't get the roll. Now to the baseline. Teron still looking for double figures. Has it now. He's going to need to hit these and the money ball. Got one. Missed that one. And came up short on the money ball. That probably lets the Deaners breathe a little bit easier. So that's 11 for Teron Downey after his 16 in round 1. Well, the leader after round 1 is this guy. This was Steve's favorite coming in. He had 21 in the first round. Far and away the best shooting in round 1. You talk about the best shooting. How about the 3-pointer against Syracuse from a mile away in the NCAA tournament? The winner in overtime for Tom Brennan's Vermont team. 3-time all-conference performer. He was the player of the year in the conference as a sophomore. He's got a big smile on his face because he knows how well he did in round 1. But let's see if he can copy that in round 2. TJ gets 2 of the first 3. Money ball in the first rack. Rims out.
He gets great knee flexion. Flexion in the knees, which as a result gives him that lift. Very compact, tight shot.
Money ball got it. Top of the circle now.
Low to the ground. Sometimes shorter players have an advantage because their gravity is a little bit lower to the ground.
Travis Diener would be the bubble guy right now because Sorrentine looking for double figures has him. Even with Downey, and he's still got 2 racks of balls to go.
Money player down the stretch right here. Focus, concentration.
He didn't even move the net on the first 2. Money ball, a little bit strong. He's going to be into the next round, though, already with his 14. Let's see how he does in the final baseline. 2 of 3.
Getting a feel for this end of the basket, this end of the floor.
Got it. Wow. 2 great rounds in a row for TJ. A lot of mutual respect between these guys. A lot of them know each other from previous games, previous years. AAU ball. Some of them just met each other in the last couple days. And TJ Sorrentine has been the man. 40 through the first 2 rounds. He's in the finals. Travis Diener of Marquette is out, but Cousin Drake is still in the hunt. Will he be good enough to catch TJ? We'll find out when the 2 finalists compete when we come back. ESPN tomorrow, the Kings and Cavaliers at 8 Eastern time. Then Tim Duncan and the Spurs take on the Denver Nuggets, who are on a roll since George Karl became their coach. That's at 10:30 Eastern time. NBA Friday coast to coast on ESPN. Sunday on ABC, NBA action. Allen Iverson and the 76ers take on the Celtics. Philly trying to hold on to that 8th and final playoff spot. And Doc Rivers, my old partners, got the Celtics playing well. Check the local listings for the game and time in your area. Midas men's 3-point shooting championship comes down to 2 now. Sorrentine, the guy that had 40 through the first 2 rounds, 31 for Drake Diener, the senior out of DePaul, who has made it in to the final round. There's Drake. His dad, Dick Jonesy, talked to. His mom, Sarah, never gets any love. You know, they never talk to her because she's not the coach. His brother, Drew, played right here in St. Louis, one of the Diener family basketball stars. And here's Drake Diener now, shooting solo here in the finals. Got his first 2.
If we get a shot of his feet at one point here during the round, you'll see he's got his feet a little bit wider, a little more spread apart. Got a wider base than his brother.
He's only missed one so far. That one's off the mark. And now it's money ball time from the right wing, and he got it. This is probably his best round so far, at least for the start. Top of the circle. Hits the first. Missed two in a row. Now he's finding it back. Money ball time. Got it. That money ball's the color of his DePaul jersey, and he is living up to it right now. On the wing, 14 for Drake. Having a little trouble. Money ball time. Boy, huge that he hits those. On the baseline, one of the first two. Two of the first three. Rimmed out the fourth. Money ball takes his time and got it. Nice round for Drake Diener. His best one so far, and his dad knows it. He's only the second guy to hit 20 or more. Sorrentine did it in round one, and now Drake Diener out of DePaul has knocked down 20 here in the finals. So now TJ Sorrentine, who had 40 and was so consistent, 21 in the first round, 19 in the second, knows he's got to get loose and do it one more time. And the guy that he did it for in his college career is with Mark Jones.
Yeah, his head coach, Thomas Brennan. Coach, you had a word with your guy a moment ago. What'd you say to him?
I told him to keep shooting. He's taken 1,000 of them that I didn't like when I coached him for 4 years, but he never didn't think they were going in. So I know he's going to win this contest.
What's made him special in this program?
He's the hardest worker we've ever had, Mark. And every day he's been in the gym doing this since he was a freshman. 5 years ago, he redshirted, he got hurt. He's been doing this every single day. Kind of lives, he came for this moment. I really think he's going to win it.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Brad, back to you.
He missed that year that Tom is talking about when he broke both wrists in a preseason scrimmage. I'd say he's got his wrist healthy now. Here he goes. Remember, Diener had 20. TJ only gets one of the first three. Money ball time, and he got it. Money ball's so important. Remember, they're worth two. Regular shots worth one.
Does a great job. Really drops his fanny like an anchor, and then as a result gets great spring and great lift.
Only missed one on the right wing. Now top of the circle.
Look how low he drops his fanny and then gets into his shot.
He's in double figures with 10. Money ball time. Got it. Here he goes. He's 7 back at Diener as he goes to the left wing. Missed his first two. Got the third. Money ball is going to need him, and he didn't get it. 6 behind. He's got to hit them all. 1, 2. Missed that one, and it's not going to be enough. And he knew it as he got to the baseline rack. So Drake Diener has come here in the finals, and a big smile for the pride and joy of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And that whole section is up over there, including there's Mom and Dad and Uncle Bob, and the winners with Mark Jones.
Drake, you are the champion. You improved round to round. You saved your best for last. How'd you raise the level of your shooting in the end?
I think that the first round was the toughest one. I think this year a little bit more nervous. You just want to make a few shots. And after that first round, I think the pressure's pretty much gone. And you know, you get a little bit more rhythm. You get used to the surroundings, used to the balls and everything. So, it's good to get out of here with the win.
You gonna share any of that with Travis? Some of that love?
Oh no, he's got his own trophies.
He does, Brad. He's not feeling too in a sharing mood right now. Back to you.
There's his two coaches, his high school coach and his college coach. They're sharing the moment as well. So Drake Diener, the winner of the men's three-point championship. Coming up, the women take center stage. And don't forget, Jason Maxiel and Jamil Pugh getting ready for the